Hello, friends. Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. Um, First of all, I want to talk about a few changes to the channel. Namely, unfortunately, as you probably tell, it's not the camera yet. More on that in a bit. But we've changed the name of the channel to Let's Talk About Story. And the reason for that is because the whole purpose, really, of this channel, I sat down and thought about it, is I've always liked good stories, and be it and that's what we're going to discuss on this channel. Be it in the form of a book, a comic book, a movie, a TV show, even a video game. And I'm not going to limit it to those mediums. There might be something that comes along that strikes my fancy. But that being said, uh, thank you for tuning in. Please do like and subscribe still, and I do hope you do enjoy this video. Uh, I want to do a review of the new Netflix show, The Adam Project, which it's a Ryan Reynolds vehicle, and it's directed by Sean Levy, the same guy who directed Free Guy, which if you haven't seen it, it's a good fun film, and that's what I can say about this. It was a good fun film with a lot of heart. I I would say this: Ryan Reynolds is one of those names right now that you hear a lot of, and that he's greatly in danger of oversaturation. But I think that Walter Scobell, he plays Reynolds' character from the past when he was a kid, and I gotta say he stole. I think he almost stole the show. Him and Ryan had a great chemistry. Uh, the kid must have studied Ryan Reynolds, because you completely believe that this kid's going to grow up and be Ryan Reynolds. And he's a little kid, and which is part of the story. The whole premise is Ryan Reynolds is his father. And, well, before I even go any further, and I'm trying to get better about this, spoiler alert. I will be dropping a few spoilers in here. I won't tell you the whole movie because I do want, if you've seen it, you don't need to repeat it. And if you haven't seen it, like I said, you should probably tune out anyway. But the premise is you have Ryan Reynolds um, in the future going back to see himself as a child, as a 12-year-old. And he does this not so much to see himself then, but that's kind of where the story gets interesting, is seeing the dynamic of what's happening. Walter Scobell plays young Adam, and young Adam is a little jerk, and he's a little Ryan Reynolds, and I think you all know what that means if you've seen any of his movies. Smart alecky, and just kind of, being a little jerk. And Ryan Reynolds is at the beginning of this is flying in a spaceship, being chased by another ship, and he manages to essentially launch himself into the past, and he finds a young Adam there, and as they kind of discover each other, it's a lot of very awesome moments in that. Young Adam is dealing with the loss of his father, and not being the best son he could possibly be to his mom. And one of the things that really gets me is there's this is him talking to his younger self about how to treat his mom. There's a really great scene. And the mom is played, by the way, by Jennifer Garner. And Jennifer Garner is she's in it. I'll say that she didn't get a whole lot of scenes, but she did this one really great scene, which I'm not going to spoil, with Ryan Reynolds, unknowing that who he is. But it's a bar scene, and someone who just lost his mom recently, and not going into just too many personal details, but just want to say, it was kind of really moving to be able to go back and tell his mom what he didn't get to tell her before. And also the fact that he did manage to close that loop and get his younger self to treat his mom better. Uh, Mark Ruffalo is in the movie as well. He plays the father who, spoiler, they have to go back in time to see him, because in the present time, which is 2022 in the movie, uh, they go back to see him, and the scenes between Ryan Walker Scoble, actually, and Mark Ruffalo are phenomenal. They all have this great chemistry. I kind of hope that some Marvel films, I know they're gonna be throwing Deadpool in there. I'd like to see Deadpool and maybe Bruce Banner have a few scenes where they can kind of build on this repertoire they have. Zoe Saldana is also, I always had bad trouble with her last name. Zoe Saldana, sorry, is in the movie as well, and I say that she's in it. She doesn't get a whole lot of screen time, to be honest. She is an important character, but like I said, it's not really about her. Catherine Keener, you might remember her as the girlfriend from the 40-Year-Old Virgin. She's in it as the antagonist. And to say this, the story itself, I got to be honest, was very. It's not the best. It's not the best executed story, to be honest. There are some few plot holes, especially in the end. The ending really didn't make sense to me. Particularly the part about Ryan Reynolds, and you'll have to see it to know what I mean. But overall, I had fun. I enjoyed it. I figured I would check it out, and I know a lot of Netflix vehicles right now haven't been. There haven't been a whole lot of home runs, and I think that this is their first. This was, well, not their first one, but as far as movies go, they haven't had a whole lot of home runs. So that being said, this was a home run for me. Well, yeah, it was. I'll call it a home run for me. On a scale of 1 to 5 time machines, because it's a time travel movie, I'm gonna give it. I'll give it 3.5 on a scale of 1 to 5, maybe 3. 3. Like I said, the acting was done well. There was some heartwarming moments in there, but overall, like I said, it was worth watching. If you have Netflix already, I say sit down, watch it. It's kid friendly enough that if you let your kids watch, PG rated movies with some mild profanity, then this would be up your alley. The action scenes were great, and the storyline, like I said, if you don't think about it too hard, it's a great time. It's just I do see there were some holes, but it wasn't slow at all either. It moved quickly, and wow, like I haven't watched it. I can't really tell you how long it was because it did seem to fly by. On the camera front, you probably noticed the shaky cam again. I'm sorry. I did try to bring a laptop stand to try to help with that, and I don't think it did a good job. So, but the good news is, I thought I knew what was wrong. Ended up being worse than we thought. I thought it was just the dongle that was bad, but it was the whole camera that's bad. So I shipped the camera back today after spending hours trying to record this video, and hopefully we'll get a new camera in. Hopefully by late next week, I hope, probably. But in saying that, like I said, I do appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate the input I've got, and I want to apologize. Last video, I noticed I hit the music a little bit early, and it kind of cut myself off. So, I'm gonna try to be a lot better about that. If anybody has any ideas for things we could discuss, things you'd like to see reviewed, please, like I said, drop a note. And we will be doing I'd like to try to do some read-alongs shortly. probably looking about doing either the Goblin Emperor or possibly may even looking into the Jade War series. But I'm gonna think that over the weekend and kind of and make those announcements. The next video is probably going to be a book review of The Fires of Vengeance, which is over that shoulder. And we're going to talk about that. I do like. I do want to I want to try to hear a lot of smaller authors, even though he's not. He started out as a smaller author, but I want to try to give a lot of indie authors a chance to shine on this channel. We will be talking some major books. I do want to look at maybe in April, looking at Brandon Sanderson and his whole universe. But probably maybe start with Mistborn. It's a pretty fast read. But I thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time and your day. You all be nice to each other, and we will see each other soon. Thanks a lot.